Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carry and Cut YouTube channel. And if you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by and watching. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out our Instagram at carryandcut and our Patreon at carryandcut. Also, we sure do appreciate all the support from the Patreon. And all of the proceeds from the Patreon are going to go directly back into the channel to buy new knives and new equipment to hopefully make the quality and the content better for you guys. So today, obviously, we have our tools out. You know what that means? We're going to be doing a disassembly, disassembling this Civivi governor and try to do some maintenance on it. So I want to give a huge shout out to Jimmie Crowe. He is the one that is making these videos possible. He has sent in some of his knives from his personal collection, and his personal collection is very awesome. He sent me a lot of pictures of it, and I'm definitely jealous to check out all of his knives. He's an awesome guy and starting to become a good friend of mine. So Jimmie, this is hats off to you. So like I said, let's get right on in here. This is a Civivi governor. It is a very awesome knife. If you guys missed my full review on this one, it just went out, let's say, the day before you're going to be watching this one. So I'm trying to do some pre-recording of videos so I can keep the content coming out for you guys. So we only need 2 drivers for this one. We need a T8 and a T6, and all of my tools are going to be linked down in the description below if you guys like to check them out. This knife is discontinued, unfortunately, but everything else I'm using in this video, between the KPL, the Locktite, the drivers, everything, is going to be linked down below. If you would like to check them out, then I would appreciate it, but it's up to you guys. So let's go ahead and get on started here. Let's get our pocket clip off here and say we only need T6 and a T8 for these, and so we got T6 on the pocket screws. But we get our little magnetic tray going here. Alright, get that out of there, and always be mindful of where your screws came out of. Once we get these out of here, obviously keep these 2 together for the pocket clip. Put those right in there, and then when we're taking, we're going to need the T8 for the rest of them. This knife is very nice and has T8 body screws, which is awesome to see. I really do love the T8 on the body screws. So what we're going to do from the back forward, so I always like to keep our screws and everything where they're supposed to go. At least put them in the same orientation, lay them out on the table where we're going to put them back together. So we start at the tail, you'll be working towards the pivot. Okay, they look to be the exact same size, but it's still nice to do it this way so you know you're not going to be missing anything or losing anything. So they get a real nice oversized pivot on that. Really do like that part. Okay, so then we got 1 liner there, or scale I guess you could say, sorry. Let's go ahead and pop our liner out, or our pivot out. Perfect, just like so. This is our 1 liner here. That's going to be, of course, got our liner lock in it right there. You can kind of see the inner workings of that, how this actually slides into, well, we can't now because they're darn. Sorry about that, guys. That was my bad. Okay, let's take our body screws out of this side, and we'll get right into taking this thing apart. Alright. That one's going to go right there. And these definitely do come pre-Loctited, so watch out for that. We're going to put some more Loctite back on them when we put them back together for them. There's our other liner. Not liner, I don't know why I keep saying that. Our other scale. Okay, now we have the actual liners. Want to come apart there on me. Alright, darn thing's supposed to be a little tricky. There we go, just stick that in there, pop him right out. Okay, and this serves as our over blade stop, over travel stop, whatever you want to call it. Gonna push that right out maybe. There we go. There's one of them. Then out comes our backspacer right there, G10 backspacer, and has floating barrel spacer dudes in there, so that's nice to see. Alright. Darn thing don't want to come out of there, it's nice and greasy. There we go. Phosphor bronze washers in the pivot, love to see that. There's definitely a little bit of gunk and goo in there if you guys can see that, so we'll get this all polished up for Jimmie and hopefully work a little better. It already had pretty amazing action, so can't really get too much better with it, but we sure are going to try for him. So you can see the liner lock there, nice stout thick liners. Got our D10 ball right there going on, just super nice. I'll show you guys in the blade where that thing goes. Get this all, wipe it down cloth. I know one of you guys, I'm not sure who it was that was commenting, said try to get a little closer, zoom in a little bit so you can see the actual working of the knife, and I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I got this a little more zoomed in. I don't want to get too crazy zoomed in to where all you can see is my hands and nothing else. So I'm still working on it. I do appreciate all your guys' input, and and if you guys ever do have any recommendations or suggestions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I can try to accommodate everybody. Won't be able to, but I'll sure will try to make everything the best that I can for you guys, and hopefully make you enjoy watching the content. Or if there's anything else you'd like to see, I mean, feel free to let me know any certain knives you guys want me to check out or try to look into getting one day or anything like that. Or if you'd like to see more knife making, I'm kind of limited on what I can do with my actual knife making abilities. I don't have no crazy furnace or anything like that. I can't do any super high end stainless steels or anything like that, but I can sure grind away some 1095 high carbon steel, I'll tell you that. So alright, get the blade all shined up here on them. We're not going to take the thumb studs out. I think that's kind of not irrelevant, but we don't need to. This D2 blade is super sharp. Jimmie's got an awesome edge put on this thing, and there's our actual D2 logo. I couldn't find that before, so I don't know if you guys can even see that. Not wanting to focus in very well in the light here. There it is right there. I don't know why it's wanting to focus on our tag. Let's go ahead and set that off to the side for now. Okay, blade's done. Well, let's get these liners wiped out if we want to here. Scales, I keep calling these the liners. They are definitely not the liners. Nice little bit of gunk in there. I know Jimmie takes very good care of his knives, and he said every Sunday he likes to get them all out and go through them and look at them, and man, that's just awesome to hear that he enjoys all of his knives, and just like I do. So super cool to hear his story. Me and him come from a similar background. He was a union man, so was in the paving industry for a while. Then he said he went into the plumbers and pipe fitters, I think it was. So that was pretty cool to hear his story and what all he had going on in life. So let's go ahead and start putting this thing back together. Can we? Let's go ahead and put our pins back in. Of course, this is going to be our over travel stop there, or blade stop, and then going to be our, I think it's just going to be a support, just like so. And then just like that right there. See, you got a nice lanyard tool. I think that's what that's for, is a lanyard tool. Alright. Now let's go ahead and try to run some of our screws back in here, remembering which ones we took out of where. Let's go ahead and throw that one in right there. Before we do that, when we get our Locktite out. Of course, this stuff, we did have a comment, geez, get that out of there, about the Locktite that we like to use. And of course, there's all kinds of different varieties you want to get, but I like this glue stick version better than the actual liquid in the bottle. It seems like this is just a lot easier for me to put on the fasteners and not drench the whole entire fastener with Locktite, and then you have to redo it, because you don't need a crazy amount. I mean, think of what you're actually tightening down. It's nothing too crazy. You're just putting body screws back onto a knife, so you don't need the really crazy tight or anything like that. So keep that in mind. I do like this stuff, though. It just seems for the ease of use is nice for me. Okay, so we got that part done right there. Let's go ahead and throw our, this is going to be our show side there. What's going on there? Got a little bit of crud going on there. Just make sure we're getting this right here. just like so. Pretty sure these can only go in one way. They have a little bit of a cutout going on there. Am I lying to you guys, or am I just saying that? Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a, kind of hard to see, kind of a cutout right there on the pivot. That's going to go right here on that where I thought there was some gunk. Just like so, and that locks your pivot in place to where it can't actually move. So you can't really put this on the wrong way. I'm not lying to you guys about that. There we go. Just make sure you're and make sure it looks right. So that looks pretty good right there. There it went. There it popped right into place. Okay. All right, now we're getting somewhere. And these washers look awesome. I was going to polish them up for them, but I don't even think they need it. They look really good. So that's really nice. Let's go ahead and throw our first washer right down on there. And we're going to put some KPL on there for them. Put some down here on the surface of the knife also. Alright. Now let's put some on our blade right here. I'm going to throw that right on like so. And how about we put some on this side of the blade. Man, I'm doing that all off camera. I am sorry about that, guys. Okay. Then we have our actual liner lock portion here. Let's go ahead and throw this on over top of the blade there, just like so. Just clip that right in place. Kind of snaps in. You get everything set just how you like it right there. Then we can throw our other scale back on. Maybe so. Let's go ahead and get our Locktite back out here. And start working our way back up the knife. These liner locks are super easy to take apart. So it's super nice. You can be able to maintain them and not have too much to worry about when you're putting them back together like some of the other crazy spring assisted, or just, you know, even the super lock or anything that has real actual moving parts in it, like a spring, can be, you know, kind of crazy. If you lose one of those, then you're just about screwed. The only thing you have to worry about here is losing your all different screws, and all these are the same size too. So I want to say they're pretty, you know, somewhat interchangeable. All right, let's go ahead and throw our pivot back in there now. And give him some goobity gop on there. Just like so, nothing too crazy, just the right amount. I really do like these oversized pivots, they're very nice. Okay, so we're just doing a little bit of an initial tightening here, nothing too crazy. Obviously you can see we're way off center right there. We'll draw that back into place. Kind of hard to do with my left hand. Let's go ahead and throw this in here. Not even in. See, we're drawing it back over now. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and tighten up our body screws now. Make sure these are all snug down just like we like it. Okay. Feels nice, good action, nice and smooth, dead on the centering, so that's important. If you guys ever do want me to show a video of how you can recenter your knife blade, let me know. There's some pretty cool tricks you can do for that. So let's go ahead and throw our pocket clip for tip up right hand carry. That's what Jimmie prefers it as. So let's put it right back to the same way that he sent it to us. That would only be nice of us. All right, T6 gets used a lot. Really do like this deep carry clip too. Super deep carry. Alright, throw that one in there. Like so, maybe. Wants to be a little tricky on me. Sometimes these clips where you put the, there we go, put the screws through, they give me a run for money sometimes. Make sure you get it started straight. I always like to go on the, back it off first, put it in, screw the left, make sure you're in the threads, then tighten down, because you don't want to strip out anything that's going on with the T6 or anything in that general, nature. So okay, there we go. Civivi governor, disassembly, and maintenance. Just like so. We got her working good again. Action's pretty good. Might have that pivot just a little bit tight, but I want to keep that blade centering nice and straight for him. So if Jimmie would like to, he can go ahead and loosen it up if he wants to. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Till next time.